Have completed this staircase tool. Now it's time to add the railing to the same. Of course, one can use the railing for the balcony, terrace, or it can be even used for some various reasons, which I'll try to explain in the coming lessons. Now, first of all, you can double click on this railing tool and just check that you are working with the default settings. Now this railing tool will again work quite in a similar manner the way the staircase tool was arranged, especially for its various settings. See for example now the first page which I have selected as a railing on the left hand, it shows that geometry and position and then floor plan display and all these rollouts are there. So if I continue with the next, that is segments, I can see what kind of a railing design actually I have chosen. And then related to that, maybe the top rail, handrail, rails, and the inner post, panels, you can keep on designing all these things. So let's go step by step so it will be easier for you to understand. At present, we will just try to explore very few simple things. Say, for example, in the first page, that is railing, I'm not going to change anything as such. My railing is just touching to the current home story. Okay, because anyway we are working for the staircase, so automatic detection will be done from the software end. Now let's see, like it's written that how this node and the railing associativity should be. So it is associative. That is nothing but if it is supposed to be, if you click over here, it is static and associative. Associative is always better because especially if any change in your see main targeted element like the staircase or you have a slab which is nothing but a projection or maybe the wall periphery. So what is the boundary line which is supposed to be there, the railing will get automatically adjusted if there is a change in that boundary line. So we'll see this also on screen. Same option is for the segment also. So remember there's a segment group and there is a node group which you are trying to work as a associative for both. If you see static, that means once you draw, it will be as it is irrespective to that in future if you change the source element, this particular rail will not update on its own. Anyway, now I'm not going to change anything on these remaining rollouts. So I'm just going to focus right now on the settings. Especially, I just want to find out how this particular railing design can be get worked out. There are several possibilities. Of course, one can definitely go and try to opt it from some preset combinations. So you can check out such preset combinations are available. You can definitely opt them, or otherwise it's better like we'll try to explore the thing in one by one. Say for example, I just want to continue with the same particular design, but here we are going to check out that is segment settings. How the segment should be, it is the height of the segment which is supposed to be 1000 mm at present. Then what will be the segments, say slanting angle and other things are there. Again, I'm not going to change because as I've said that slightly difficult to work on all the settings in a one go. So let it be as it is. We are just confirming the one which are very important. Then afterwards, I'm going to work with the uh, top rail. Moment you select this, you can see in the preview, this is the highlighted object. This is nothing but your top rail. If you want to discontinue for some reason this option, you can definitely use this minus button, that is remove top rail. You can see the tooltip, or otherwise you can add another top rail design if you want. Okay, so one can do the combinations as per his choice. Now this top rail which I have selected, you can see this railing 26 is supposed to be the by default say top rail design. Again, one can do the customized combinations also. Once you know how to work with the profile tool, you will surely understand how it can work really well. Or otherwise, you have to take the one which is available in the by default library. Okay, so that you can go for. Moment you change, you can see the preview and all those things over here. It's related settings you can try to redefine over here. So that's again your choice. So I'll just continue with this railing 26 as it is, and then you will see that I'm getting much better combinations out over here. Maybe I can have a rectangle that is hollow and solid, or some other designs which probably I'm looking for. And then the surface and everything, you can go for some next pages and so on. So again, I'm not going to change much of these things, let it be as they are. Same way I can deal with the handle, okay, which again you can rework. You can have the position of the handle on the left side or right side or both side. If you do not interested, definitely you can use this particular option of remove handrail. Same way there is a rails. You can see now these rails are designed over here. For some reason you want to add one more rail, kindly just click over here. Remember, this settings which are here will be considered to while adding the new rail, or otherwise if you have selected something, then that can be also get redesigned. So I'll just first of all say add. Moment I say add, you can see now the pencil icon is there. You have to first of all place this in a bit random manner. You can't be precise like 500 and 600. Even if you try to work for that, that's of no use. So it's better you just try to, that means if you put any value from the keyboard, it's of no use. So I'll just try to click over here. Moment I click, you can see now my this particular new rail is added, and its position out I can fine tune it. For example, I need exactly with the distance of say 400. So remember that is from the bottom, the 400 offset was there, and then again you have a choice of working with the horizontal offset. That means how much it should be away from the main rail and so on. So in the similar manner, I can work for the inner post. If you want, if you don't want, you can cancel that. Then you have balusters to be get added. See, these are the balusters if you want. Of course, if you say that I just want to remove this baluster, you can see now the balusters are removed from here. Okay. Then you have a choice to add the panels also. So if someone wants to add the panel, you just have to make sure right now there is no panel in this particular default design. So if you want to add that, surely you can do that. How? I just have to say add panel, and I just have to click over here. Remember, this is a single what you can see loop or a it's like a tiling or a chain. The chain will get constructed by using this particular design, and it will get repeated. So you can't have a choice that my first will have this panel, second will have this panel. No, no, that's not possible. To design that kind of a thing, you have to design such panels and then you can insert them over here. Same will get repeated automatically for the next. Okay. So you can see how the panel looks like. Now you have a choice again for setting this some relevant thing in the panel, whether you want to work with a frame or fixings and how it should be there. So all these different choices one can play with, the surfaces and the visibility of that, like how it should appear, the panel and the that is right now you can check out the building material for the panel was the glass, frame was timber. You have a choice to change that, you have a choice to override those surfaces. So lot many things can be actually get done or explored also. uh, Now the node is nothing but where the turning points or the start end points, you can check out that those are the nodes. So that is between the segment, between the nodes the segment will run. Okay, so now there is a post related to this, you can design that. Then you have a connections, that is the turnings if you have especially, and the ends also, how they should work for you. So all such things, for example, if you check the ends, okay, over here, and you can see this edit setting for, he's saying top rail. If you click on the drop down, you have a handle 1, handle 2, whatever you have designed, the rail, everywhere you can control all these things. I understand one cannot work in a one go for all the thing, or you may not be able to understand the thing in a one go, but absolutely fine. Don't uneasily take the tension. Just stay relaxed. Step by step, definitely you can understand once you start exploring the tool in detail. Now, before saying OK, you just make sure that the layer name which you are working, it's an interior stair and railing layer. I'll just say OK for this, and then afterwards, like as I have already said that associative for the segment and node is a by default option, and then he's asking for the reference line, how much the offset should be, and so on. Fine, nothing much. You just have to make sure, even if you just try to come and touch to the staircase, or if you just click on the staircase, okay, what will happen, you will get a start point, and then from there you have to decide which points you would like to pick. Instead of that, if you just hold the space bar and magic wand concept, it will be much easier for you. So now you have a choice, like if I am trying to flip this, and if you just check out how this is working, then you just try to pick, okay, and that's it, your the railing is ready. You want to see that, I'll just select this entire thing, and once I select, I'll press F5. The two elements I have selected, and you can use the fit in window combination, and this is how your railing was added. Fine, got the point. So this is a very simple method to work with the rail tool. Obviously, then one can fine tune n number of things like the projection and the turnings, and how this particular balusters or a post, and how the things should be get reworked, or the you can see even the, if there is some gap between the step and the post, if you want to arrange, n number of things can be get reworked. But just try this first of all, and get the benefit of working with the quick method of using the rail tool.